Hi there everybody, Mars here, the teaching professional at Southwick Park Golf Club. The course is so busy today that I cannot find a spare hole to use, so had it in my head what sort of video I wanted to make today, and now I've got to do something a bit unnecessarily brave probably, in terms of I haven't got much space to use here. You might see in a minute. So I wanted to make this video about topping the ball. Topping the ball is probably the most soul destroying part of your golf, because if you just can't get it away, then it gets very frustrating. And if you're constantly just knocking it on the ground in front of you, then your head can really go down, and then you can try all these other experimental things to try and lift the ball and it all goes wrong. So let's just boil it down quickly. What is topping the ball? What we know for a fact is that the club has come off the ground and heading on its way up. So you've got the bottom edge heading up, like in any top shot. It might be a chip shot, it might be a full-blooded fairway wood. The club has come off the ground and is heading up through the equator of the ball, maybe even missing it and going straight over the top of it. So that would obviously be in its extreme. So what are the things that might make you top it? What to look for and how to try and combat it? So the first one would be definitely the people that gained height with their body. And obviously lots of people will say to you, you lifted your head. Now maybe you did lift your head, but it's obviously connected to the rest of you. So alone your head coming up probably wouldn't be the single thing that made you top it. So for most people, it's their chest going upwards and their legs straightening, probably almost in a will to lift the ball upwards. And that standing motion is maybe the most common form of topping it. Now you're going to see why it's a slightly unnecessarily brave video, but you'll see. Maybe. Okay, so gaining height through the shot by rising upwards and straightening your legs. So that big upward gain, I've clipped the very top of the ball, horrible little forward spinning shot, so that's one. So how do you combat that? Obviously, you've got to try and keep this part of your body, your sternum, in that position at impact. And that normally means that you keep the flex in your knees. So the flex that you start with needs to be retained. So anything upwards there will be your top. Okay, so the next one is definitely the people that lean back and their brain is telling them to help it up into the sky. So planting this back foot and rocking back slightly will be a very, very common cause of topping. I've whooshed straight over the top of the ball. Okay, so obviously the cure for that is transferring weight and rotating. So in this moment, as you start back down, little lateral shift and through you go. So that's back into nuts and bolts golf really. I'm always nagging people, I want you to reach your finish position, chest on the target, right heel facing back from you. So that's two things. Third one is where your downswing breaks down a little bit and the arms start to hinge too quickly. So you might have built a load of width through your swing here and then start to lose it through the shot. Wide, narrow. So that would be also very common. What my dad used to call swinging in a telephone box. So we need some wingspan and some length out of your both sides of your swing, back into nuts and bolts golf. Straight left arm, straight right arm, and in the middle there should be a bit of downward purchase. So this is the thing I want you to think about when you're hitting your shots to try and stop you topping it. And it's the little tip that I always remember as a kid. And every shot you hit, pitching wedge, 5-iron, driver, you're trying to hit it under a park bench that's 6 feet in front of you. If you get your head around, I'm driving this ball forward to send it up, you will get somewhere. It's the backspin combined with the angle of your club face that sends it into the sky. So topping is a very soul destroying thing. It's something I can definitely help you with. If someone comes for a lesson and they're topping, whatever other problems they are, I want to cure the top first, because once you're sending it away into the sky and getting some nice distance and height, then we can work on all the other things. To knock it on the ground is a killer. So I hope you all got something out of this video, and I'll see you all next week. And it's probably a very positive thing that the course is so busy. Hi everyone, Mars here, the teaching professional at Southwick Park Golf Club. Just sneaked out just for a bit of fun while it was quiet, and thought I'd set myself one one of these little challenges I like to try and do. So I've got my putter out, not my putter, I wouldn't dream of doing this with my putter, an old putter, and see if I can make some scores just using the putter. So I've had a little warm-up hole on the first, got over the ditch for 3, which was quite good. Obviously this thing goes very low and it does seem to want to slice a bit, so I'm going to just try and play 2 and 3 and see what I can do. I really want a par and a bogey. Don't know if that's possible, but let's have a go. It's going to be a tricky par. Well, out of all the shots I hit down the first, that was definitely the worst one, so left myself a lot of work to do. Out the rough with a putter, never got to be easy, is it? That was alright though. Figured a way to chip it. If I can go 4-4 here, I'll be happy. Mind you, making the 2 putts with a normal length putter is going to be a challenge. Anyway, course maintenance I think coming up next week. Only a great greenkeeper smashes up a good green, so you can rest assured that our great greenkeeper we're going to do a good job of greens maintenance, so you have fantastic putting surfaces coming around for the start of the season next year. So be patient, it has to be done. Anyone not doing it is trying to produce a cricket wicket. Here we go, can I 2-putt from here with this thing? Probably not. Okay, so whoever's done that should be ashamed of yourself. I'll mend that in a minute. It's Sunday morning, only members out here, so whoever smashed that onto the second green should feel ashamed of yourself. Well, textbook bogey. I'm going to repair that pitch mark. I honestly haven't hit a really full-blooded shot with this putter, so I hope it's up to it. My slight hesitation standing here is there's people on the whites of 11, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try and smash it down the left with a bit of fade. It seems to be what this thing wants to do. It's just whether I can get it up in the air. Okay. Go. That's all right, that one. It's thin and it's cutty, but it's straight down the middle. Right, got a chance. I think the amount of times I've hit tried to hit a safe 4 or 5 iron down here and not been on the fairway, so a lovely long skiddy putter has got me right in the middle of the fairway with 150 to go, so controlling this is virtually impossible, but I couldn't have got myself in a better place, so I'm going to roll the dice and hopefully I don't injure anyone. It's not bad. Still got a bit of work to do. See you by the green. People on the 10th green, so I'll be quiet. So here to the front of the green in 2 shots, quite happy with that. Here we go, 2 more shots for glory. If I hold this, I've had 8 putts in 2 holes, which is about normal really with a short putter, so I'm not unhappy about that. Oh, who is it? What's wrong with these people? And then, okay, sort that one out in a minute. Poor, that's all I can say. Poor. 4-4 for the putter challenge. Not sure if I'll ever do it again, but it was quite good fun. See you all next week. Just making my way in, and Big Louis Hampson's got a putt for an eagle. Oh, it's a good roll, Lou. Good roll.